An update is coming for the new Skoda Octavia 2024, bringing minor changes, styling revisions, a larger screen and a modern engine lineup. The Czech brand is also introducing its flagship RS, complete with a more practical wagon body style and a bit more appeal. A larger alternative to the recently updated Volkswagen Golf, the Octavia gets new matrix LED headlights that look like they're melting a bit. The new headlights feature glare-free adaptive high beam and will be an optional feature on lower trim levels, but will be standard on the RS. The latter has lost the separate daytime running lights that Skoda has mounted inside the bumper since the second-generation Octavia RS facelift launched in 2009. The rear end has been heavily modified, although the optional design for the taillights now sends off some Audi flair. The 2024 Octavia comes with renewed alloy wheels ranging in size from 16 to 19 inches, as well as bold colors such as Phoenix Orange and Mamba Green. The font used for the brand and model has been carefully revised and the RS logo on the front and rear is now larger. Predictably, the cabin has been largely revamped, except for the new infotainment system with a screen with an expanded 13-inch diagonal. Even in basic mode there is now a 10-inch digital instrument cluster and dual-zone automatic climate control. Skoda has updated the upholstery and upholstery options while retaining the ventilated and massaging front seats for an additional fee. Surprisingly, the engine lineup has eye-popping emissions because there is no mention of a plug-in hybrid, although the Golf e-hybrid is floating around. Additionally, the Octavia RS will only be offered with a petrol engine, meaning there will no longer be a 2.0-liter diesel available with front and all-wheel drive. Perhaps, given that diesels have fallen out of favor in Europe, the demise of the 2.0 TDI in the sporty version is not a big surprise. So much so that, according to data published by the European Automobile Manufacturers Association (ACA), pure electric cars surpassed diesel cars for the first time in Europe last year. The performance diesel is a niche model, and as emissions regulations tighten, the demise of the oil-burning Octavia RS makes sense. After all, the mechanically related Golf GTI is also gone. Although the VW Golf GTI will continue to be sold, Skoda is not saying a word about the Octavia RS IV plug-in hybrid either. The regular Octavia has lost its 3-cylinder 1.0 TSI engine, meaning the range will now start with the larger 1.5 TSI. The 4-pot unit is available in standard and mild hybrid configurations, and you can choose between 114 horsepower and 220 Nm, 162 lb-ft, or 148 horsepower and 250 Nm, 184 lb-ft. Non-electric versions come with a 6-speed manual transmission, while those with 48V technology have a 7-speed, dual-clutch automatic transmission. 1.5 TSI models are front-wheel drive only. The flagship, front-wheel drive-only Octavia RS uses an upgraded 2.0 TSI engine that now produces 261 horsepower, an extra 20 horsepower compared to the pre-facelift model. It matches the grunt of the new Golf GTI and offers 370 Nm, 272 lb-ft of torque, which remains unchanged. The clutch pedal is nowhere to be found, echoing Wolfsburg's DSG-only hot hatch. By 2025, Skoda will introduce an all-wheel drive petrol version with a 2.0 TSI engine tuned to 201 horsepower, directed to both axles via DSG. There is an increase of 13 horsepower compared to the previous model offered with this engine. Torque remains the same at 320 Nm, 236 lb-ft. Meanwhile, the 2.0 TDI diesel engine is still available, producing 114 horsepower and 300 Nm, 221 lb-ft, or 148 horsepower and 360 Nm, 266 lb-ft. The former is coupled to a manual transmission while the latter is an automatic-only affair, and both feature FWD setting. Going forward, Skoda is adjusting the equipment structure of the 2024 Octavia by selling it in Essence, Selection, Sportline, and RS versions. Luxury-focused Lauren and Clement is unavailable. Since VW has already announced that the next-generation Golf will be all-electric, we could be looking at the Octavia's latest update in the internal combustion engine era. Skoda has delivered more than 7 million units of its most popular car over 4 generations since coming under the VW Group umbrella. To this number we can also add the 360,000 examples of the original rear-wheel drive Octavia sold between 1959 and 1971. An electric wagon similar to the Octavia is planned to be available in 2026.